I don't know if you guys know this, but for some reason people don't like Sleepy Hollow. I think it's because we have too much fun when we come to this meet. I really do. They didn't like our decorations on the fence over there. Even though we've been doing that for 4 years, this year they decided, oh, you can't do that. And in fact, when we used to be in the hallway over there, we were the last team before you walked through. We had it there as well before we moved out here. So I'm not quite sure what's going on, but this meet's supposed to be fun, and it's supposed to be about us, and that's where we're going to keep it. And I don't know if you even knew it, but while we were warming up, there were a couple guys up there with blowers trying to get rid of the SH. It didn't work very well, but I'll tell you what it did. You know what it did? Because look, that's not Sleepy Hollow up there. Sleepy Hollow is right here. And them blowing it, all that did was blow Sleepy Hollow dust up in the air and make it even bigger. So they can do whatever they want to that, and they can do whatever they want to that, because what we have in here is special, and we're gonna make sure that we have the meat of our life this weekend, okay? So, can you turn down the volume on that? Should I get this up? And what we said was, so Sleepy Hollow Legends! We did pretty well last night, and we had some great swims, and we had tons of best times. We had kids swimming the IM for the first time in their life in the OMPA. Never done it before, okay? We had kids get gold time for the first time in their life in the IM. And we have even had a couple kids get gold time for the first time in their actual life in their swimming career. Okay? Improbable is possible if you believe, but it's never easy. And I'll tell you, this meet's crazy because the program means nothing, because we had heats where we looked like we're getting killed in the race. We're like 2-3 body lengths behind, and we touch, oh, 6-second drop. 6-second drop. But we're not winning the race. But all you can do is swim as fast as you possibly can and control what you're doing within your lane, and that's all you can do. So the program, again, means nothing. What means something is you thinking about what you're doing. It's never going to be easy. We had some close calls where, man, I thought we were going to give out a yellow shirt, and at the very end, it just didn't work out. It's not easy. They're not going to give it to you, okay? No one's ever going to let you win the race just because you're Sleepy Hollow. You got to dig down a little deeper and work a little bit harder and understand that it takes a little bit more. I mean, we talk about Ford Williams his last year, but you know, that happens once in a lifetime. And he had to work to make that happen. You can do that too. You can work to make it happen for you. But you got to get rid of that last little breath. And you got to keep driving your legs harder than you've ever driven your legs in your life. And you got to push a little harder, and you got to kick a little harder, you got to hold your breath, and you got to get to that wall quick. Okay? And here's an example. We had 2 swimmers probably swim top 3 times ever in the OMPA history in their second place in their race. Emmy Apple and Christian had the race of their lives. First time. And you know what? They got second. And that's okay, because they gave every ounce of what they had inside of them, and it just didn't work out. But it did work out because they came to swim the race of their life, and they did swim the race of their life. Okay? And that's all you can do, and that's all you have to worry about. You worry about your block, your lane lines, your turn, your flags, your finish. That's all you worry about. Okay? And you take care of what happens in those lanes. You don't worry about anybody else. You're in the clerk of the course thinking about what you're going to do for your race. When are you going to breathe? When are you going to not breathe? How hard are you going to kick underwater? And I've said this from day one. You want to swim fast? It's about, for 9 and ups, turn speed, and for everyone, it's how hard you're willing to work underwater off the dive. Okay? So we got to win the dive and underwater and give yourself a shot. Try to win that first lap and be tough on the second lap. We did have some tough swims last night too. Some kids that were tough on that back lap. And that's what or that last lap of the IM, that's what we need to do. Okay, logistics. Okay, 8 and under freestylers.